have two lovely ladies that are going to help us figure out what worked for them. Should I go on personal sales or should I recruit? And then tonight, and they're going to tell some of their experiences. So please take notes because they've got a message. And I'm going to bring on first Deborah Boss-DeVries, and she's the district director from Michigan. And she's going to go ahead and she's going to share with you why she feels it's better to recruit and personal sales. Okay, Deborah.
Thank you, Phyllis.
Oh,
can you hear me?
I can hear you. You'll go right ahead.
Well, ladies, in my mind, it depends on where you are in your life. When I returned to the business on a full-time, part-time basis, full-time according to our company, part-time to the rest of the world, I did not want to recruit ladies because I still had two young children at home, and my two older children were not that much older. I thought training and recruiting would require more time than I was able to give. My upline manager lived 8 hours away, so she was not available to really help my new people as a new person may need. I know this firsthand because I have two ladies in the Wisconsin area, which is 6 hours away. We have a difficult time. It is not impossible. However, your recruit must be self-motivated to survive those circumstances, or she may just die after the first couple of months. At this time, I would like to recognize my three women who are 3 hours or more away: Dorothy Green from Niles, Michigan, Carol Dirksen and Joyce Delsell of Waupun, Wisconsin. Those three ladies live 3 or more hours away from me. Congratulations to all of you ladies around the country who have stuck with this business and are making a success of your business when you live a great distance from your manager. It is simply wise business, ladies, to share this great opportunity with others. I was at conference a couple years ago when Mr. Knobs spoke to all of us on how selfish we are not to share the business opportunity with other women, for fear we may not have ample business of our own. Sometimes we think we don't want additional women around who may compete for the sales. Ladies, as Mr. Knobs said, and I'm sure Phyllis too, we each only have 24 hours in our day. We cannot possibly service every woman. Then what if you break your elbow and cannot do fittings for several months because, well, your arm does not work properly? Or what if you have bladder surgery because of the babies you raised, or your bladder is just old and needs repair? What if you have fibromyalgia and you can't get enough energy to get out of your house? Or what if you accidentally make a left-hand turn in front of another car because you were exhausted from fitting so many bras that day, and some dumb man was on his cell phone so you could not get over into your lane, so you got impatient. Next thing you know, you are laying on your side with everyone wondering, will they get the jaws of life to get this woman out? Out you climb from the top of the car, and all are amazed. Thank you, God, for side airbags. Then, of course, you have no car for the next couple days to do your fitting clinics. But thank God you're okay. Miracle but true. What if your daytime job is a local prison in your area and you don't have any energy left after your day shift? What if you trip on your daughter's cheer competition mat over the corner of the cheer mat and nearly re-break your elbow? That still is not healed. Enter in your recruit, partner in fitting, ladies. If you are sharing this opportunity with other women who love the supportive bra, you will always have someone to pass your work to. And the best part of it is that the company will pay you to do this. Think about it. If you are a director, the company will pay you 12% of the sales your team generates. You simply do $200 or more in personal sales and have 3 women working alongside of you doing a combination of $500 each month. And let's face it, ladies, isn't it more fun when you're working with somebody than all by yourself? So basically, if you have help from your team and you do if you help your team do at least 200 wholesale volume each month, you will get 12% instead of 10%. Did you think about that? Which is what you would receive for going it alone. P.S. That would actually add up to 800 wholesale if you have 3 ladies all doing a minimum of 200 plus yourself. That is about 1 fitting clinic per month per person. Wow. Want to talk about district director? Ha! To qualify for district director, you must simply divide $3,000 among you and 6 other ladies. You and your group of women brought aboard to sell bras. My calculations are $500 each in wholesale volume the month you advance. Of course, there are a couple hundred ways you could advance to director, but this was the easiest way for me to break it down for you. Now, girls, you are getting paid 18% on your personal group of fitters that you are working closely with and sharing all your business with. The only way you can otherwise achieve this cash incentive is to go out and do fittings every day and get your personal volume up to the amount of 3,500 wholesale, which is 7,000 retail or more. I've achieved this volume personally a couple of times in my 23-year history with the company, and I guarantee you it is much more fun to do it with a team and not nearly as exhausting. Anyway, once you achieve this, you and your group of minimal 6 women fitters, which includes you, must do a minimum each month of $1,500 to receive company cash incentives. No worries, if you break your elbow and miss the volume for a month or 2, you do not go back down to the prior position. You simply do not get that cash incentive on your team during the month you fall short. Thank you, ladies, for listening tonight. And I hope this information was encouraging for you and your business with Janique to build. Thank you, Janique, for a great product I can be proud to sell and for the opportunity to follow my dreams as my own boss. Thank you, Phyllis.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. Listen, I as you were going along, boy, you've had some challenges. I knew you had several, but my goodness, I didn't realize you had all of those. And
well, those weren't all my challenges. Those were some of my team.
I know you had some of them.
All of my girls know who they are in my little talk there.
You kept on keeping on, and so do your girls. I'm proud.
That's right.
That is really good. So, okay, now Deborah just went ahead and shared with us why it's really better to really utilize your time to build a group and not just personal sales. You can do both at the same time, but it's really good to focus on that group, and the sales, they'll be there, and you've always got that. But, boy, when the going gets tough, those girls are right there for you all the way. And it is. I agree with you, Deborah. It's more fun to work with a group and to have fun working together. Many hands make the work lighter. Now we're going to go to a lovely lady who we've heard from and words of wisdom over these years that she's been with us, which hasn't been a long time, but it's really starting to really count up. But the most important thing, she's always consistent. And she came in and she decided, well, this is a business, and boy, does she treat it like a business. And she's made her decision. Do I just do personal sales or do I recruit? Which is the way I should go? So Carol Orrell, Executive Director from Virginia, would you share your thoughts along that line?
Thank you, Phyllis. And thank you, Deborah. That was not only, it was entertaining, it was visual, and you were so focused on the numbers. So let's see what I can add to that. As Phyllis mentioned, I haven't been in the business very long. It's only been about 20 months, and I've been on a pretty big learning curve, particularly with regard to building a team. I was quite fortunate that my personal sales took off very quickly because I had an existing client base and a network to draw from. And then I began to focus on marketing to gyms and curves. But as with all of you, I've had my ups and downs with building a team. I was asked tonight to respond to a couple of questions. First was what Deborah talked about, personal sales versus building a team. Is it hard or easy? Training, how much does a new recruit need and what to do? And how to keep new women in the business on track. All right, personal sales versus building a team, hard or easy. I think both can be viewed as hard or difficult, and both can be viewed as easy. It's just in your frame of